A nationwide tomato recall just hit the United States, and the FDA has classified it as Class 1, the most serious level. The reason? Potential Salmonella contamination. No one has been reported sick yet, but the science behind this kind of recall matters more than you might think. So, let's unpack why it happens, how common it is, and what it means for your health. Welcome to Expedition Health. The recall involves tomatoes from Williams Farms Repack, distributed in Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. Specifically, the lots like code R4467 are suspected to be contaminated with Salmonella, a bacteria that causes over 1 million illnesses each year in the United States alone. Most people recover fine, but for vulnerable groups like children, seniors, or anyone that's immunocompromised, it can lead to serious problems, leading to hospitalization or worse. Which is why the FDA acts fast, even before the symptoms are reported. You might be wondering, how does Salmonella even get on tomatoes? Salmonella is usually associated with raw meat, particularly chicken, but it's actually a major threat in produce. Why? Because it's an environmental bacteria found in the intestines of animals and passed through fecal matter. It can contaminate tomatoes and other vegetables through irrigation of water, which is exposed to runoff from animal farms, improperly composted manure, unsanitized equipment during harvesting or packing, or even human handling during processing. Once present, it can attach to the tomato surface, or in some cases enter to small cracks or natural pores. And unlike meat, produce isn't usually cooked before eating, so bacteria doesn't get killed off. The question is, though, how common is this? Well, foodborne illness from produce is surprisingly common. According to the CDC, fruits and vegetables account for nearly half of all foodborne outbreaks in the United States. In the last decade alone, Salmonella outbreaks were traced to lettuce, onions, sprouts, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Back in 2008, a major outbreak tied to tomatoes and jalapenos sickened over 1.4 thousand people. So while it's rare per bite on a population scale, it is still a legitimate public health issue. So what are the real health risks? Salmonella infections can cause fever, stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, typically within 6 to 72 hours. For majority of healthy adults, symptoms resolve in a few days without any treatment. But in high-risk individuals, it can lead to dehydration, sepsis, or even death. The mortality rate is low. It's about 0.1 to 0.2% overall, but it rises sharply with age or some other underlying condition, which you might not even be aware of. So it's always good to be careful. Also, it is one of the reasons why even a small contamination risks trigger a large recall. With all this being said, you must be wondering, what should you do? Well, if you've bought tomatoes recently, especially in the affected states, check for the lot codes like R4467 or R4470 or UPC 0333A3655048. Even if you're outside of the recall zone, it is always smart to wash all produce through roughly under running water. Scrub firm produce like tomatoes with a brush. Dry them after rinsing, because don't forget, moisture helps bacteria survive. And for high-risk groups, you can always cook the produce when possible. And of course, if you notice any symptoms that appear within 3 days of eating raw produce, especially severe diarrhea or fever, be sure to seek medical advice. Tomato recalls like this one may not make headlines for long, but they reveal an important gap in food safety, in farming practices, and public awareness. The more we understand the science behind these risks, the better we can protect ourselves. Make sure to subscribe to Expedition Health for clear, data-driven updates that can help you stay safe and informed. Until next time.